clip. Your girl is going blonde today, so we're gonna lay down these little couple of edges that's outside of my braids. First, before we go in with this install, I don't usually put in this much work with my usual installs, but since it's blonde, I didn't want my little black pieces sticking out the front. I wanted to make sure that it looked right, okay? I also haven't did this whole cap thing in a long time, but just to refresh your memory, we're just going in with this cap. And I love these new caps that they have now. That's just how long I have not worn a cap around my wig, because the last time I used the cap, we were still receiving, the little stocking cap looking ones, not the ones that see through. It's giving HD lace, okay? So I'm just going to put this on, and I am making sure that the spots by my ear is drying down, because sometimes it'll still be loose when I start cutting, and then I'm just messed up. So I just have to make sure that everything is dried down and everything is stuck, so that when I cut, nothing is coming up. Now I'm going in with literally the darkest shade that I had in my bronzer. But y'all, eventually, actually, I ended up taking this off because I felt like it was kind of showing. I don't know what it was, but I thought that going in with like the darker shade, it would kind of make it more invisible up under the blonde. But really, just doing no cap worked just fine. And please don't mind my facial expression, y'all, when I put this wig on. But I was just realizing that it was like kind of big, okay? This is a large wig because I first received the medium, but the medium, I couldn't really get the lace to come to the front while also, attaching it at the back as well. It was like it was too small in a way because I couldn't get the lace to come to where it needs to be laid down at. But this large, it has a lot of extra wig space in the back, making it kind of fat. And I'm sorry that the lens here went blurred for a second, but I really had to find out how I was going to finesse this so that it could be flat and not be humongous and look like a ball cap on my head. Not me talking to myself, I was saying the back. It's the back. I was realizing that it was the back because after hot combing the front is flat, but I was realizing that the back is where it's looking big at. So I went ahead and sprayed it down. I had laid it down with this satin little scarf that they sent me as well. I used my even spray to lay down the lace. And then I'm just going to go in and start to kind of recreate my part, because the wig always comes with a part already. But usually once I cut the ear taps and everything like that, I have to recenter the part. So I just have to go in and pluck the part. And I'm going back in with another round of hot combing because, y'all, I was trying to make sure that I just got this wig as flat as I could, even though some stuff was out of my control, like how much tracks was in the back was out of my control. There was no way that I could make that back part any flatter, honestly, because that's just the way that it was made. But one way that I know that you can do this, if you know what you're doing when it comes to like cutting it out and then sewing it back, if you know how to do that and you have a big wig, then yes, I've seen hairstylists do that. But me personally, I don't know how to do that. So I would have been messing myself up, and the wig probably would have been cut in half and I would have just been messed up. So I just had to do what I had to do. So I actually finessed my lace. I got questions about how did I bleach the knots or tone the knots. And this is something else that I finessed, okay? Because I didn't tone them. Obviously, as you can see, I found me a good old little eyeshadow palette. And this right here, my mind really just thought of this like right in this moment, because the first time that I put this wig on, I did not think about doing this. And you can see that the part is actually like darker, because I installed this wig one time and then I went back in and did it a second time because I feel like I didn't do it good enough the first time. You know what I'm saying? So this time, this idea right here came to mind, and I was like, oh wait, this actually is kind of eating. So I just went ahead and went all out with it and went all around, because at first it was just supposed to be for my part. But then I was like, maybe let me try to do my roots. And I was just going back in with it and kind of making my part look a little bit more natural, because I feel like it was looking a little bit too perfect. And I don't really like that perfect straight part line. I like it to look more like how my natural hair would look if it was parted. And then I'm just going in and adding in a couple of curls. I really wanted that like loose wave curl. Well, not loose wave, loose body wave type of curl. So I didn't do a lot of curls. I literally only did 3 sections on each side. Literally going back in, trying to make this wig as flat as possible again. Any type of heat I can get, I was using it, okay? And before combing them out, I'm going in with my Got To Be spray, and then I'm going to comb out the curls. Okay, and that is how my hair turned out. I tried getting it as flat as possible. I do feel like I got my left side, if you can tell, I feel like my left side is a little bit more flat than my right side. But the back, you can literally kind of still see it kind of pumped up a little bit. But it'll do. I still feel like it turned out really cute. So thanks for watching. Everything will be linked in the description box.